All right, everyone. I just wanted to share part of my story with you. Now, this isn't for attention or sympathy. It's basically to show you that the power of recovery is real. So, I was in an alcohol and cocaine addiction for 18 years. It was running and ruining my whole life. I'd been in and out of 12-step programs for 4 years and nothing was working. I was a serial relapser. Over 9 years, me and my wife were going through IVF. And over those 9 years, we had 5 rounds. I won't go into detail, or the video will go on forever. But basically, we had one miscarriage at 8 weeks, and we had an ectopic pregnancy at 8 weeks. And on the 5th and final round, I was about 9 months drink and drug free, which was the longest I'd ever gone. And on the 5th and final round of IVF, we got pregnant. And 5 months into the pregnancy, we didn't want to get our hopes up because of everything we'd been through. But when we got to 5 months, we allowed ourselves to believe we're going to be parents. On the 28th of February 2024, I got the worst phone call of my life. My wife's waters had broke. I had to leave work and rush her to the Women's Hospital in Liverpool. They gave us an ultimatum of doing all they can to keep the baby alive at risk of infection to mum and baby, or to terminate the pregnancy. We obviously said, keep the baby alive. Then my wife got seriously ill. She'd got sepsis in her bloodstream. My wife then became their priority. They did another scan and our baby's heartbeat had stopped. So they gave my wife something to help her give birth. That day I held my baby girl, our little Lily Grace, for the first and last time. And my wife was rushed up to the high dependency unit. The antibiotics weren't working. Then they had to get a heart specialist in because my wife's got heart issues as well. They wanted to swap these antibiotics for these stronger ones, and they had to get his go ahead to do that. After a lot of panicking, these new antibiotics started to work. I couldn't stay. I had to leave and go home. Now, I'd just lost my final chance of a child of my own and was very near to losing my wife. It was the worst day and night of my life. And I remember I was driving home at 3 o'clock in the morning and my addiction come in. This is how ruthless the opponent can be. My opponent come in and told me that I deserved to get alcohol and cocaine because of everything I'd just been through, that everybody would understand a relapse was inevitable. That's what it was telling me. I didn't just use the tools, but I got so angry and so aggressive with the opponent. It was at that moment I knew that I was never going to drink or use again, ever. I was at my weakest and my opponent come in and it gave me everything it got. And I shut it down. I used the tools that we're giving you and I shut it down. Went back to the hospital the next day. Obviously, I hadn't relapsed. Fresh, strong, upset, but there for me wife. And I brought my wife home with me. Now, there'll always be a hole in my heart from losing our Lily. Me and my wife both got to hold her. She was a fully formed little girl. We had a little funeral for her, personal, just me and my wife. But I'll always be grateful that my wife come home, that my wife beat the sepsis. And my wife was quite unwell for weeks afterwards. And I had to take care of her. Wasn't a chore, I wanted to. And my wife turned around to me once she'd made the full recovery and she said to me that she was so proud of me. That I was now the man that she always knew was deep inside. And it was then in that moment that I realised over the past 13 years that I'd been with my wife, that she'd been carrying me, cleaning up after me, fixing my mess. And now I was there to carry her. So that's the power of recovery.